Many so-called Black Aboriginals, such as Dane Calloway, the research guy, and Sosolina, claim this old 1812 Spanish drawing of California natives is depicting ancient Black Americans with afros and dark skin. If you look at this picture, it does give off the illusion of afros and dark skin, which will easily fool any wannabe Aboriginal who are in desperate search for superficial similarities. The fact that these wannabe Aboriginals think that the Spanish were expert artists who can draw well-detailed images of the natives is silly. As you can see, many of these old colonial Spanish drawings are a bit cartoonish. These colonial artists of the Americas weren't the Renaissance artists of Europe, who only mastered a Eurocentric phenotype. No European or colonial artist mastered the phenotype of natives back then. Now let's compare this early 1800s colonial drawing to late 1800s pictures of the Kumeyaay and Chumash. In this picture comparison, you can clearly recognize that the Spanish were trying to depict Kumeyaay and Chumash feathered headdresses, but the drawing ended up being a crude depiction of regional native headdresses. There are plenty of colonial Spanish drawings from the 1700s and 1800s that depict obvious, long, straight hair. But of course, the Wabos ignore these pictures. These desperate Wabos are easily fooled by this drawing because they are always in a lookership phase, looking for any superficial similarities that give off illusions of afros, wide noses, and dark skin on these old colonial drawings. They also spend much of their time searching for the same superficial similarities in ancient indigenous American artifacts, murals, and statues. These feathered headdresses of the Kumeyaay and Chumash are still worn today for traditional ceremonies and festivals, and of course, there is no signs of afros. There are other indigenous cultures who wore headdresses that look similar to the headdresses found in California. Here is a picture of 3 Apache crown dancers, with the child wearing a headdress which is similar to the Kumeyaay and Chumash. Again, no signs of afros. As for the supposed dark skin depiction, any common-sense person can see this picture is displaying natives with ceremonial body paint. These are not tan lines either. Many indigenous cultures throughout the Americas still use body paint for ceremonies and festivals. Another culture vulture tactic that the Wabos use is claiming Afro-Indigenous people as their own. They spend much of their time scanning the internet, looking for old or modern-day pictures of Afro-Indigenous people, so they can claim them as their evidence of misclassified copper-colored Aboriginals of America, which is insidious. Afro-Indigenous people are a racially mixed post-transatlantic slave trade population who have both Northern Native American and West African ancestry. Nothing about them is Black Aboriginal. These poor Wabos just can't find any wins. That's because they live in a fantasy world of their own creation.